Tony Bickert here. I'm making this video to offer my condolences to the Miller family on the passing of Mr. Miller, Joe Sr. All of the family, Joey Miller Jr., who was our peer, and because of his dad and mom, his house was the center of everything in our teen years. Mr. Miller was a second father to all of us, talking dozens of teens who grew up in the neighborhood surrounding his house. And I, for one, will miss him dearly. You know, his wall, the wall we called it, we met every night there at Joey Miller's house. His dad always welcomed us, always was polite to us. In the basketball court that I would say doubled as a driveway, but it was not a driveway. I think maybe 1% of the time it was a driveway. That was our basketball court, half court. We sat, we played, we talked, we yelled, we screamed, we laughed a lot. We grew up there, and he let us do this. Mr. and Mrs. Miller always treated us with respect, even though we didn't really deserve a whole lot. I mean, we were wayward teens, but he helped us. He gave us a place. I remember once there was a sign on the milk crate that we used to sit on and probably throw trash in, because I remember the sign said, "Gentlemen, please don't discard your cigarette butts in the milk crate." And then I learned a little Spanish because he wrote a word I didn't understand there. It said, "Comprende?" So the memories, even in his basement, Joey had us down there, I think it was 2 in the morning, if you know what I mean. And all of a sudden, Mr. Miller comes walking down from, I guess, the second floor all the way down to the basement and said, "Gentlemen, excuse me, but my movie's on." And it was the Turner TBS, and the movie was called, I was curious about this, why would he get up and watch a movie at 2 in the morning? It was called Once Upon a Time in the West. Well, that became my favorite movie. So thank you for all that. And Joey, thank you for sharing your father with us. He even made house calls. I mean, remember the time we went to, we were trying to get to the David Bowie concert, and I think, Joe, you're in the battle cruiser, and I think you wrecked that thing twice that night. The second time, Mr. Miller had to come down and get us down in Manchester. I don't know why we were over there, but I remember he gave us a lecture, you know, and I remember it began with the word gentlemen. Gentlemen, if you're going to have a few drafts, this is what you don't want to do. And of course, so thank you, all the Millers, for letting us use your dad to help us grow up. I'll miss you, Mr. Miller. My condolences.